What's up guys, this is Cher talking, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, let's talk about Battle with Great Dragons, Gwen and Dora attacks. This is a permanent event, you can do it now or later if you're having difficulty. You are only getting gems, gold pieces and promotion scrolls. This fight is hard, but it was supposed to be even harder, but here on Global we have too many tools from GLEX styles and also Global X changes that made this fight much easier than what's supposed to be. We fight against Gwen and Dora together on the same round, and, well, Dora attacks mostly with blunt, heat and lightning, and can paralyze you. Gwen will attack mostly with slash, blunt, and lightning. He can also stun and paralyze you. Both are weak to ears, but a little weak to slash as well. They don't have very high intelligence. If your character has very high will, you don't need to buff will or to bring a formation that buffs will. But if your character does not have very high will, it's good to use the Rising Phoenix X formation. Try to resist at least the elements I mentioned on the video, because that will allow you to receive much less damage. Gwen can debuff STR, Dexterity and Agility between turns for your party, so you can remove these if you have someone like Witch's Daughter, for example, or the latest for news, a character that was kind of made for this fight because he deals pierce damage, removes debuffs, and also negates indirect attacks when he's on counter stance. So, Gwen and Dora attack multiple times in a fight. It has some direct attacks, some indirect attacks, but because there are some direct attacks, you can focus on using counter strategies, and those are the best ones here. Well, I'll talk about the first strategy. That is the one I used on the live stream. I just made a changing my formation. I'm using Rising Phoenix X now because I have enough defense. I was using Whirlwind before because I thought I needed extra help, but I don't because of the character that I'm using. The center of this formation is Global X Bertrand because he can get super strong. Remember that when he gets attacked, he buffs his intelligence by 20%. And direct attacks will be countered with Twin Goldfish. This skill that has S power and gives him attack boost, defense boost, heals himself and also gives him BP by passive. But I'll be using Blooming Fireworks actively encountering with Twin Goldfish. He'll reach very, very high potential. But that's not just because of him, it's because of my support. I have Gustave with the Let's Paint inheritance. He already has Guard, and Let's Paint is both offensive and defensive, and it will allow you to do even more damage. If you do not have Gustave, you can bring Final Press or the latest version of Barbara. If you do not have Bertrand, you can bring the latest Khalid, you can bring Forneus, you can bring maybe even Pean. These characters will work. Then we have more support in the veins of Witch's Daughter. That will be using her Festival Food on Bertrand, so Bertrand has more Blooming Fireworks to give VP to the party. And when we get to Overdrive, she's gonna use Sweet Smell, so we get double buffs and remove all the buffs applied to the party. Then we have Matriarch, and she's gonna use Pean of Victory, because we don't need increased will. Rising Phoenix X formation is fixing everything, and buffing STR and Intelligence will increase the damage of the party. Then there is Rag Robin. Why? Because he also gets buffed when he gets hit, so his damage is gonna do lots. You can also bring Robin Liz if you want, because she deals pierce damage and she's gonna do a lot if she gets hit. But I just brought Rag Robin because he can also heal. He's much better because of this. And I even inherit the Heart Stick from the Chef style. You can also use the Chef style just fine, it's just that Rag Robin will do more damage. Chef style will just counter, but I'll use it on a second strategy. Now let's just check the equipments. Those are the ones that I'm using. I'm still bringing accessories to resist ailments just to be sure that nothing will happen, and trying to protect my characters against the weaknesses and the elements that the boss uses. Now let's go to the fight. Okay, so on turn 1 Gwen will debuff everyone, and then it will do again on turn 3 and every 2 turns. We'll start with Blooming Fireworks, then Pean of Victory. Rag Robin we use per... no, we can already start with Steelblade Phoenix. Festival Food on Bertrand. And Gustave is gonna use Let's Paint. He seemed to do more damage on the second turn, first turn they don't do as much. Okay, Bertrand got attacked, and he will counter. Self-heal, get PP. You're attacking the back row as well. Not being so lucky this run. That's okay. I will heal the party. Probably close to full HP. Yeah. Now I have Blooming Fireworks ready again. I don't have Steel Blade Phoenix, but that's not a problem. Let's use Festival Food on Bertrand. Got status debuffed again. Thought it was turn 3, but well. We'll be cleansing it when Witch's Daughter reaches Overdrive. Or we can just do Sweet Smell on the next turn. Let's see. She's already on Overdrive. Exactly what I wanted. And Bertrand is getting hit more often here. The damage is increasing, see? When Gustave releases Let's Paint, the damage will increase even further. Because he casts Morale up. Okay, let's use Overdrive. Sweet Smell. With Sweet Smell, we'll be cleansing the debuffs. We will also be buffing all status by 40% because my skill is maxed. Damage will increase a lot here. See? Now I'll be switching to Dora, I guess, because Wayne is already dying. Look the counter of Rag Robin as well. Lots of damage. Almost 200,000. Now also we have Guard Up from Gustave. Wayne is really close to death. You get countered by Rag Robin as well. Next turn, it's already dead. Turn 4. And Gwen is already on this position. I can instead use Twin Goldfish if I don't want to kill Gwen, because I wanted to get more counters. Let's focus on Dora now. And I'll be buffing the party. Another Let's Paint. We'll give attack boost. It stacks by turn 4. Right now the damage will be at the highest possible. Especially with a combo. I think Twin Goldfish will do like 240,000 or more. 320,000. Look, Dora is almost dying already. This is a direct attack, so we're gonna counter with both Bertrand, that's gonna kill Gwen, and Rag Robin, that will counter Dora. Dora. We may win by the end of this turn even. And that's it in 4 turns. This is crazy. Really, really fast with this team. The best one you can make. Okay, now we'll be doing the second strategy. This is not optimal, but it's something that I wanted to showcase the real utility of having Matriarch and Lisa together. Well, Matriarch is here again using the Pean of Victory. And then we have Melissa, and she will be using the Elegant Prayers, because this buffs Agility, Intelligence, Will, and Charisma. This bosses uses direct attacks, so they are based on endurance. That's why we also have Golden Ball. but these characters can simply die. This can be just duoed by Polka Chef Style. We inherit Steelblade Phoenix, and Liz with her Karatsu Waterwall and Droplet inherited if you ever need to use this. Because they just won't die. Just like Bertrand can also solo. So Golden Ball will help with increased resistance by getting hit and buffing Endurance and using Shrine Dance to give guard up. So guard up stacks with defense boost will be barely taking any damage. Let's talk about the equipments. Those are the ones that I was using just to try to resist against the stuff and protect against ailments. Can be using either Whirlwind or also the Formation Khalid. Let's see, multi-counter also works, placing the counters on the front line, or Rising Phoenix X as well, by placing Liz, I guess, in the middle, because she needs to get hit more often. But I didn't do that because the boss has a column attack that usually hits them on the same time, and Rising Phoenix X placed one in the middle, and that doesn't work to trigger it all the time. So, let's go. Okay, let's start. Golden Ball, we use Shrine Dance. Polka, and actually just wait a little to use, because Steelblade Phoenix not needed right now. You can also just use Rising Kuroge Wagyu if you want, but I would just use a normal attack for now. Yes, that's just good. Liz can already use Karatsu Waterwall to decrease damage right from the start. And we will use Elegant Prayers and Pean of Victory. Don't have someone to clear debuffs in the party. We are fixing by buffing. But these bosses don't debuff your intelligence, hence why it's good to use these characters what I'm using right now. This attack is a column attack that hits all the 3 characters, then they choose the right target. Nice, so Liz is getting lots of counters, she will get lots of BP. That's nice because we can use Karatsu Waterwall more often. I want to use Steelblade Phoenix with Polka on Overdrive, so it would be very nice if he gets to Overdrive soon. Didn't get yet, and I don't need to heal right now. They are close to full HP. I'll use Ki, she's always using fast skills. I will use Rising Kuroge Wagyu right now. And then, I don't have enough for Karatsu Waterwall, I'll use just Guarding Bolt then. Again, Prayers, Pean of Victory. Let's go. Next turn we will use Overdrive with both Chef Polka and Liz, and hope that they just get countered. His attack triggers all counters. Endurance is now in very high level. Using too many indirect attacks, but it's okay. We want them now on this turn. I will switch targets for now because I want both to stay alive so we have more chances of getting countered. I mean, to counter. Elisa barely takes damage because she's always blocking. Fight will be longer. But it just works. You could also use Galahad instead of the Liz family. Liz or Polka. But Galahad deals much less damage. Nice, when she counters, she's going to decrease damage further. We are not choosing... Ah, okay, now we will get both counters. It's so nice to see double counters. Get lots of BP as well. See the damage? We are barely taking any damage now. I don't have full gauge with Polka, so this time I will just use a normal attack. But since Liz has overdrive, I will use her right now. Doesn't do that much damage, it's closer to Galahad, but Polka does more. But it's just that she decreases damage taken, so we barely take damage in this fight. See? Countering, decreasing damage taken. Liz did not get to overdrive yet. No, I would just use Shrine Dance. I actually don't need to use Steel Blade Phoenix. But I will because this has Slash. Now I will save. I think I'll skip one turn as well. BP is just decreasing with Melissa. Could have used it also the latest Matriarch because she gets more BP, but well, this one has a heal shield if you want to be extra careful. Vortex Spike makes everyone counter. Polka counter twice. That's how they get to overdrive super fast. And he got. That's nice. Now I'll be using Steel Blade Phoenix. You're close to the same amount of HP. It's nice that Steel Blade Phoenix has delay, so we'll get buffs from Matriarch and Melissa before he attacks. But Melissa does not really help him. Melissa helps Liz. But the counter is magical attack. It's not Steel Blade. Getting combo with counters is just so cool as well. I have to switch targets now because they are just dying. I want to have them both alive and dying close to each other because we have more chances of counters this way. Seems like we'll not get to overdrive on this turn. Use it too many indirect attacks. It happens. Now let's focus on Dora. I don't know if I use Rising Kuroge Wagyu. I will. It seems to have lots of BP anyway. We get remaining for overdrive on next turn. We get pretty close to finishing the fight, I guess. Yeah, we're getting close to max potential as well. The fight's much longer, but it's also super safe. You can see that no one is even close to getting killed. You can even evade dragons that have a focus on agility. Yeah, counters and counters and counters. Okay. We have the characters we wanted on overdrive. I'll be using Kurogewagyu because this will increase damage. I don't need to heal anymore. Now let's get some counters here. Oh, indirect attacks. Protects the spike is direct. We have 2 counters. Gwen will get close to death. Next counter, Gwen is dead. Only Polka. Polka killed Gwen. There's only Dora now. Likely die on this turn. Not on this turn, on the next. It's a much longer fight, but those without Global X Bertrand can do this. I suppose many people summon it for the Polka family on UniverSe because they are really good. It just shows how good they are. This is an indirect attack. The direct... yeah, dead. Bye, Dora. It was a fun fight. Well, that's the end of the video. I hope this can help you with this challenge. Thank you so much for watching. Want to support the channel? There are links on the description. I hope to see you soon in the next one. Bye.